Hi, my name is Althea Alire. I'm an organizational management major at the University of La Verne, and I've been part of the workforce for about 20 years, working for such corporations as Borders Books and Music, The Body Shop UK, and Nickelodeon. I'm speaking today to convince employers that they should take the primary responsibility for relieving employee stress. I'll go over what causes stress, share ideas about how employers can assist employees in reducing unhealthy stress, and explain why it's important for businesses to invest in stress management strategies. Stress is a well-known buzzword in today's world, not just in business, at home and at school too. But what exactly is it? The scholarly text Preventive Stress Management in Organizations defines the stress response in humans as the involuntary mobilization of a person's energy and other resources when confronted with stressors. Stressors are any stimuli to which an individual responds. They could be physical or psychological. Think of the physical activity required of an associate in a store or warehouse who has to lift and carry heavy boxes, walk or stand for long periods, reach for objects overhead. Think of a customer service representative dealing with angry clients for hours on end, or a busy software engineer juggling the demands of work and a baby at home. To get through the day, their bodies release energy stores, hormones. Their heart beats faster. They may feel exhilarated or tired after a prolonged exposure to stress. The physical manifestations of stress vary from individual to individual, such as aches and pains, fatigue, chronic disease, and obesity. Outcomes of stress could be psychological as well, like depression, anxiety, anger, or irritability. Some stress is essential for getting work done. The pressure to complete goals and meet deadlines, the challenge to achieve and, when possible, surpass standards of excellence is necessary for workers' efficiency, productivity, and growth. Healthy, productive stress is termed eustress and should be encouraged. But stress that has negative, destructive results can be costly, and not just for the employee whose health is negatively impacted directly, but also for the employer who relies on the workers' attendance, competence, and their performance to conduct business. Unhealthy stress is called distress or strain. Employees experiencing too much stress or for too long are less productive. They may suffer from physical or psychological illnesses, leading to workplace problems such as absenteeism, personal conflicts, and even maladaptive coping such as alcohol or drug abuse. Stressed employees get sick more easily. Weak immune systems are vulnerable to colds, flu, and other infections. Consequently, as Professor Ivan Robertson of Leeds University Business School points out, the business may suffer from increased sick pay, high healthcare costs, lost productivity, high turnover, and, in severe cases, legal costs from lawsuits, labor disputes, and workers' compensation claims. While not all stress comes from the workplace, it's to the employer's benefit to promote healthy coping and de-stressing habits for their workers holistically. Stress from employees' personal lives can spill over into their work lives, causing difficulties and decreased productivity. It's hard to define boundaries around the effects of stress as they generally affect the whole person and every relationship the employee has with their work, their environment, and the people that they interact with every day. Stress management techniques center around changing the way we perceive and respond to stress. Developing a framework for stress management will vary depending on your organization's size, needs, culture, and the commitment that your management team makes to identifying, implementing, and sustaining the appropriate strategies. According to a recent study cited in the journal Industrial Management, Professor Zeynep Ton of MIT's Sloan School of Management found that companies that invest in employee wellness lower their operational costs and increase profits, as well as create a positive image of the company. She studied companies such as the Spanish retailer Mercadona and the American companies Trader Joe's and Costco. Costco is a warehouse club retailer known for paying higher wages and providing lower health care costs for employees. In comparison to their competitor, Sam's Club, Costco's hourly wages are approximately 56% higher after 5 years, while their workers' out of pocket healthcare costs are about 70% lower. By paying their workers the best wages they can and offering the best benefits they can, Costco is able to retain talented employees who increase profits by delivering great customer service. Meanwhile, Sam's Club has high turnover rates, and it has been challenged in previous years with labor strikes over higher wages, which have been costly for them to resolve. They also have a poorer public image. It's estimated that Sam's Club generates only about $586 in sales per square foot. That's about 28% less on average than Costco, which generates about $814 per square foot in sales. In addition to providing fair wages and benefits, wellness programs directed at employee health outcomes can help reduce the amount of time and money the company spends on sick workers. This is still according to the Journal of Industrial Management. For example, Highmark, a health insurance company based in Pennsylvania, reported that it saved $1.65 for every $1 they spent on employee wellness from 2002 to 2005. These programs included providing exercise facilities, fitness and nutrition programs, weight management, and other health-oriented resources. Implementing programs like these take time and effort. It may take several years to see returns on the investment and a change in the company culture for the better. However, the benefits in reduced turnover, improved employee satisfaction, positive publicity, and profitability are too great to ignore. The healthcare giant Johnson & Johnson, for example, has maintained an employee wellness program since 1979, and their continued commitment to workers' well-being has translated into over $25 million in savings per year in the first decade of the new millennium. That said, companies with less money to invest in employees also have many options to enact stress relief programs without spending any cash. In the Journal of Occupational Health and Well-Being, consultant David Price, the managing director of Health Assured, writes about the importance of using communication as a stress management tool. Stressors such as job insecurity, role ambiguity, and low morale can be counteracted by making a point of sharing relevant information, engaging staff members, and involving them in decision making, soliciting feedback, and, when warranted, providing recognition for good work. In today's uncertain economy, many workers have concerns, understandably, about whether their jobs are safe or not. They worry if the company is doing well or not, and wonder what changes the future brings, how it will impact their careers, their personal lives. Trends towards outsourcing, automation, and other cost-cutting strategies might make employees fear for their job security. Employers can show workers that they are valued and cared for by keeping them in the loop instead of in the dark when planning short-term and long-term changes. Leadership should ensure that every employee has the tools and information, the training that they need to succeed at their jobs. Having an open door policy may also help alleviate strain by allowing workers to initiate and participate in problem solving and mentoring sessions. Offering an anonymous, confidential phone line or web form to report harassment, abuse, theft, and other sensitive topics might help management identify and address problems before they get out of hand. Conducting surveys and holding regular team meetings where ideas can be bounced around, the achievements can be celebrated, will also help employees feel engaged and valued and part of a team. These don't have to be extravagant or complicated affairs, although company parties, catered meals, and group outings for celebrations do add an element of fun and appreciation and help foster a feeling of belonging. The most important takeaway is that fostering an environment where clear and open communication is encouraged doesn't cost much, and the rewards of improved morale, worker loyalty, and employee citizenship can translate to better productivity, improved efficiency, and reduced stress for all concerned. Another employee assistance program with low or no barriers to adoption is meditation. Mindful meditation does take training, but its practice can help individuals moderate their stress responses and lower their stress levels. Numerous books, websites, and mobile apps provide the basic instruction and guided meditations to explain how to start a mindfulness practice. Companies such as Apple and Google offer meditation classes to their employees as part of their wellness programming. Shadman Tang was the Google engineer who pioneered the Search Inside Yourself program. Google employees who have participated in the highly popular program report that they are happier overall, can manage stress better, and have more empathy. They've improved emotional intelligence since just by attending the course, according to a recent article in the journal Strategic Finance. The SIY Leadership Institute also now offers its training program to organizations outside Google as well. These techniques, along with those outlined in the book Preventive Stress Management in Organizations, comprise an exhaustive list of stressors and stress management techniques. The book challenges leaders, educators, health professionals, and employees to understand and adopt stress management techniques to learn to deal with distress and, when possible, convert it into positive, constructive, and creative opportunities. There is no such thing as a stress-free work environment, but by exploring employee assistance programs, employers can help prevent distress and promote healthy perceptions, resilience, and successful stress management. You'll save money for the company, generate more profits, and build a positive image both with customers and your team members. By fostering open communication, healthy habits, and good relationships, leaders can effectively make their own work easier by helping others. Prioritizing workers' health and well-being is a business strategy that benefits the whole business.